So in this video we are going to explore the concept of view state. And we will see how it works in basic ASP.NET page. So File, New Project, Empty Web Application, click OK. Right click, Add New Item, Web Form, click Add. Switch to design view, drag in the following: text box, a button, a label, next to it place another button. Change the properties of the buttons to the following. The first button, call it Close Back. The label change. The second one, Goes Back, no label, change. The label is right here. Double click this button here so it opens the code view. Now write the following: label one.text. So you're setting, when you click that button, it will take text from the text box and you'll write it to the text property of label 1. So label 1.text equals text box 1.text. So whatever is in the text box, according to this, will be written to the text property of the label. So the code should look like this here. Click on the second button, Post Back, no label change, and leave it blank. Start debugging. Wait for it to load. Type in some text, such as "Hello world." Click Post Back with label change. And you see the text property of the label object is different now. Remove this and click only Post Back, no label change. You see how this still stays here, it doesn't disappear, whereas if I click this, it goes away. So one more time. When I click this button, whatever text is here is copied into the text property of the label, so that's why it appears here. When I click this button, you can see that this reappears every time, even though here this is blank. And this is the mechanism that is responsible for allowing you, to have this in a basic ASP.NET application is called view state. So view state is the mechanism by which the properties of controls, the settings of the properties are reserved between postbacks, meaning between trips to the server. I'm using Chrome, so when you take a look here, we have the following. We have hidden fields. Here's one. Here's another one. The name is viewState, the ID is viewState, and the value is the following. This is how ASP.NET reconstitutes the value of the text property when it recreates the controls before it sends the page back to you as HTML. So when I click this, this is used to reinitialize both this box and this box. That's why this text, and in this case the nothing here, appear. And you don't have to worry about somehow cobbling something together to make this text last between postbacks. And information is stored in these hidden fields. And here, this string of characters is what contains the. I'm guessing that this one here probably is for the text box, and then this one is for the label text. So ASP.NET uses to actually, every time I click this, to reconstitute the text that you see here. There's nothing magical about any of this, it's completely predictable. Now we are going to do the following. Open a web form, click label, right click, choose properties. No, it's even over here in this case. Where you see label viewState, change it to false. Okay, so viewState, the label, change to false. Now, let's run the page again. Type some text, click this. Okay, it appears in the label. What happened this time? So, this button still takes the text from this and copies it into the label text. But now, because we turned off viewState for the label here, every time you go back to the server and the controls are recreated, there's no longer the field that we had before is no longer used to reconstitute the text property of this. And so the result is that all you get back is the original label, the default field. So this one still copies the text box text to the label text. Now this one, unlike before, because we turned off viewState for the label, its property, okay, the text property, its value is no longer preserved between postbacks, meaning we go to the server, we recreate the page, we reinitialize all of the controls. This time, because viewState is turned off, I no longer carry the information from the previous postback, which means the label text property is simply initialized to its default instead of being reconstituted from the previous configuration. So it's this, it's this. And these are the basics of viewState.